So when it comes to Helix Sleep's most popular and accommodating online mattress, the Helix Midnight, what do you really got to know about this bed before you end up buying it for yourself, and who should ultimately end up going with it? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Hey guys, I'm JD with the Slumber Yard, and over here we review all things online beds, and we're going to be reviewing the Helix Midnight. And in this video, we're going to be starting out by talking about the policies that this bed comes with. Then we're going to talk about what exactly it's made up of. We're going to talk about things like feel, firmness, how much it costs, and at the end I'll even sum things up with the final verdict, so stick around. Now, if you need any more information about this mattress once this video ends, check down below in the description to see a bunch more helpful content about this bed and many others. And if you enjoy this video, you maybe get something out of it, we'd really appreciate your support. Show us some love by hitting the thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. But without further ado, let's review Helix Midnight.
At the Slumber Yard, you know we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
Alrighty, so for starters, what do you got to know in terms of policies? This is stuff like shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties. And so let's talk about it for Helix Midnight. Now, for the record, we did receive this bed for free from Helix to review, and that's pretty much the case for all of our online mattress review content that we do on this channel. But if you buy it for yourself, you should be getting completely free shipping to start. It's going to show up at your door with standard bed-in-a-box shipping, where the mattress is going to be roll packed inside of a box that's around like 4 feet tall. All you got to do is just drag that box into your home and unbox it. And if you have a friend there with you, it's kind of fun and easy to do. Now, once it's in your possession, you also get a standard 100-night trial period, and this is basically your time to see if the bed is really right for you in a period of like 3 months before you're completely stuck with it. And if within that time frame you end up finding out that the bed isn't exactly what you anticipated from the start, that's totally fine, because the bed does come with completely free returns within that trial period time frame. And in that case, you're just going to call Helix Sleep, the brand, up and schedule a time for somebody to come by your home and remove it at no extra cost. But hopefully within that time frame, you decide that you do want to keep the Helix Midnight for the foreseeable future. And if that is indeed the case, this bed comes with a standard 10-year warranty, and that's pretty much the baseline for online beds these days. And we're going to try to link some more helpful content and details regarding all this policy stuff down below in the description if you want to learn more about those. Now, with all the policy stuff out of the way, let's talk construction. So what exactly is this bed made up of? Well, this is a hybrid mattress, and that means that it uses a combination of coils for support and various foams for comfort. And starting out on the bottom, you have a thin layer of base foam, and this is essentially there to provide the bed with its main foundation. And above that layer, you have the bed's main support system of pocketed coils. Now, we've talked a lot about pocketed coils on this channel. We'll try to link some more information about them in the description, but essentially what they are individually siloed springs that go a long way in increasing a bed's motion isolation, airflow, and bounce. And they also add a lot more bidirectional support and long-term durability for bigger body types. Now, above all those coils, you have the transitional layer for the mattress, which is just a standard polyfoam. And this is there to act as a buffer between all those coils and the bed's top comfort layer of memory foam. And instead of a more viscous, dense memory foam, like what's found on like a Tempur-Pedic or a Nectar, here you're getting a more responsive style of memory foam. So when you push down into the bed and release pressure, it's going to respond into its original shape almost immediately. So it's not going to be like a more conventional style of memory foam bed. In fact, it's not really going to feel like a memory foam bed at all. We would classify the Helix Midnight to have more of a standard soft neutral foam feel. Even though the bed does use a layer of memory foam on top for comfort, the more responsive nature of it and the transitional layer and coils below kind of help to balance everything out to make it feel more neutral overall. We usually recommend beds with this style of neutral foam feel to pretty much anyone out there who is kind of unsure as to what mattress feel they really prefer. A bed with a neutral foam feel is always just a safe way to go. Now, in terms of firmness, we would clock the Helix Midnight at right around a proper medium on our scale, which means it should work out great for any and all sleep styles. Whether you like to sleep on your back, your side, your stomach, or a combination of all three positions, you should be good to go with the Helix Midnight. But keep in mind that firmness is a pretty subjective thing that's usually based on how much you weigh. Heavier people, as we found, perceive beds to be a little bit softer than they truly are to the average sized individual. And conversely, more petite sized individuals find them to be firmer. But for the average person, you should be looking at right around a medium, give or take. Now, if that medium firmness isn't really right for your specific sleeping preferences, that's fine, because Helix makes a number of different mattress options that span across the entire firmness spectrum. So many, in fact, that they actually offer an online sleep quiz where you enter a bunch of information about yourself and your sleeping preferences, and at the end, it helps basically pinpoint you in the right direction in their lineup. We'll try to link that Helix sleep quiz in addition to a bunch of other review content that we've done on Helix as a brand down below in the description box for you guys. But now it's time to talk about couples. So if you intend on sharing the Helix Midnight with a partner, what do you gotta know in this case? Well, the main three things you wanna be aware of are probably gonna be edge support, motion isolation, and temperature regulation. And in terms of edge support, which refers to how sturdy the perimeter edges of the mattress are, they're pretty dang good considering the fact that Helix Midnight uses reinforced coils along the edges to provide the bed with pretty nice edge support, so you shouldn't be getting any real roll-off sensation with this mattress. Motion isolation refers to how well a bed absorbs cross-mattress movement. If your partner gets up in the middle of the night, you don't want their movement waking you up necessarily. And on the Helix Midnight, it's also pretty good. Memory foam is usually pretty good at absorbing motion as a material, and since the bed does use a more responsive layer of memory foam on top, you shouldn't be getting a lot of motion reverberating through the bed and ultimately waking you guys up. Now, the third thing is temperature regulation, and while this bed is available with an active cooling cover, which will help to considerably cool down the bed, we would say that the bed innately just sleeps temperature neutral overall. Like a lot of others within the online space, temperature regulation usually comes down to other exterior factors like how hot you keep your room, the climate that you even live in, your pajamas, all that stuff should be a little bit more at the front of your mind in regards to temperature regulation than the actual mattress itself. Now, that being said, we have reviewed a ton of active cooling beds over here at the Slumber Yard, and we do have some favorites, so we'll try to link our best beds for hot sleepers down below in the description box if you want to check that out. Maybe you're a hot sleeper or something. But now it's time to talk about price. How much are you going to be shelling out for the Helix Midnight at the end of the day? Well, as of when I'm recording this video, a queen size Helix Midnight retails for right around the $1,200 region, but after discount, which we probably should have for you down below in the description, you can expect to pay closer to the $1,100 mark, and we might even have an exclusive discount with Helix Sleep to help save you even more money with this mattress option. Keep in mind though that mattress pricing within this space changes often, so it could be different in the near future, but again, check down below in the description to see whatever is current and most up to date. But that's pretty much gonna do it for the Helix Midnight review. To us over here at the Slumber Yard, we really like this bed, and we can see why it is Helix Sleep's most popular and accommodating option. It's a nice bed, and there's a lot of reasons to go with it, but let's give you a final verdict. We'd say look into the Helix Midnight if you want a comfy hybrid bed with a soft, neutral foam feel at right around a medium firmness, and you'd also like to check out a bunch of other beds from Helix via that online sleep quiz. But hey, that's just our opinion over here at the Slumber Yard, and everyone's got one, so what is yours? Would you like to try out the Helix Midnight? Would you not for whatever reason? Write us down below in the comments in any case and let us know. If you need any more information about this mattress, check down below in the description box. We should have some helpful links for you to check out down there. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like on it and subscribe to the Slumber Yard for so much more. But that's gonna do it for this one. Again, I'm JD. Hopefully you're doing well out there. And like always, sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe.